Let's go to the telephones. Let's go to Dominic calling from Arkansas. Dominic, you're on the Chris Plante Show.
All right. Just real quickly, I believe, to the best of my knowledge, Joe Biden is only 3 years older than Donald Trump. But
only 3. Story. Dominic, you're not from Arkansas, are you?
Oh, I lived in Arkansas for 47 years. So if you want to call that from, you can call it whatever you want. But I have lived in Mountain Home, Arkansas for 47 years. I voted for Asa Hutchinson twice. I voted for John McCain, so don't try and label me. Here's a question for you.
What do you mean, don't try? Why would I try and label you? I just asked you. You don't have an Arkansas accent. What? I don't know what you're talking about now. Asa Hutchinson and John McCain, and now you don't want to be labeled. I don't know what you're talking about.
No. Well, your person that answered the phone called me a liberal, and I can assure you that I'm not. Liberals don't vote for Asa Hutchinson and John McCain. Anyway, here's a question for you.
Rhinos do.
Rhinos voted for Asa Hutchinson?
I kid. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, sure.
Oh, did they? Against who?
I think he asked. I think he asked. I think you're very combative. You're very contentious.
You know what? Because you spew nonsense.
Oh, is that? Oh, see, no, there you go. Uh-huh.
You think you're talking to people.
Give me an example.
Temperature IQ. Okay.
Well, I think I got one here. Give me an example.
No, you don't have one here. You know what? You can't have a conversation without hurling cheap insults. You just can't.
Give me an example.
You don't have the intellectual aptitude.
Now, let me just say that. No, hang on, Dominic. Hang on.
No, you hang on.
Wait, listen to him. You hang on.
Hang on. Talk over him. You interrupt him. Do you believe
that's completely untrue?
Terminated.
That's completely untrue.
Agree? No, that is absolutely true.
Now, hang on. I'd like to point out that you're doing exactly what you're accusing me of.
Now let me ask my question. Here it is. Should the Constitution be terminated like Trump suggested it should be?
No.
You're a great patriot. No, that's what he said.
Listen.
That's what he said. That's exactly what he said. You agree with him or not?
You're not much of a conversationalist, I've got to say.
Give me a yes or a no.
What are you, waterboarding me? Slow down, Dominic. Take your meds. You
can't hold up intellectually to anybody with an IQ over room temperature.
What an IQ?
You spew nonsense. You spew hatred. Hey, by the way, could that cocaine have been left by the little bedwetting Donnie Jr.? Maybe he forgot it. He looks like he's high half the time, doesn't he?
Speaking of room temperature IQ, and it sat there on the, and it sat. Hey, slow down, Dominic.
You can't answer my question, can you?
I already answered it. You're maroon.
No. Hey. There you go with the name calling. You know what? I'm surprised you still have teeth.
I gotta tell you, Dominic. Next time I see you, yeah.
Yeah, next time I see you, you and I will talk about whether or not Donald Trump suggested terminating the Constitution.
Well, you haven't stopped talking for long enough for me to answer. Now, you called in.
You said you did. I just said you didn't answer, and you said you did. What was your answer?
Stop talking. I have volume control. I don't want to. Don't make me use it, Dominic. I said no. The Constitution should not be terminated. Now, I would like
Why
to.
Why did you say that then?
Why? Now let me talk, Dominic.
So you support a man
take
who
your
wants
pills.
to terminate the Constitution and wants to seek fake electors to steal an election.
Right. That's you're correct about everything, Dominic.
I think we're done here. You know what? You're a loudmouth.
Yeah. Dominic, we're done with Dominic. Dominic, you did everything that you accused me of being guilty of. Everything that you accused me of, you just did in one phone call. And you established, I think, that you're a loudmouth, that you have a room temperature IQ, that you don't really pay attention. And the idea that, who was it, which Donald Trump's son left the cocaine sitting there? Don Jr. And for how many years did it sit there on the floor outside of the Situation Room? Every day is an IQ test, Dominic. I would have been happy to have a discussion with you, but you're obviously quite hostile. And voting for Asa Hutchinson doesn't really impress anyone.
Hey, jingity jing, it's Dominic the donkey. Jingity jing, the Italian Christmas donkey. La la la,
Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da-da.
la la la, la 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 da.
Now, Dom, I would have happily engaged you in conversation and talked about whatever it was you wanted to talk about. And I'm not really impressed with your voting for Asa Hutchinson, but that's fine. I met Asa Hutchinson a couple of times. Perfectly nice man. He's not a bad person. And John McCain, a great American war hero, and he was the Republican nominee for president of the United States. And I appreciate your call. I think it was it was a great contribution to the intellectual discourse ongoing in America today. And I think we didn't get around to anything because all you did was yell and call names and say that all I do is yell and call names. So that was an interesting thing. I do believe that Kevin asked you if you were a liberal, which wouldn't matter one way or the other. In fact, you went to the front of the line, Dominic, and I went to you. There are 240,000 people on hold, and we went to you, Dominic, because we wanted to talk to you. But you're not very good at that, so.